Alright, we're back with another series. So, as you've seen on my channel before, I like to play sports games. I play normal games. I love football, basketball, stuff like that. That's why I play those games on the channel. But I wanted to do something a little bit different, something that would go on a little bit longer, which is a rebuild. Wanted to rebuild the team on Madden, get them back to winning championships. So I decided, what better team to do than the Falcons? Not a ton of good players. Could definitely be better. They just got, in my opinion, the best player in the draft in Kyle Pitts not too long ago. They're 0-2. Well, they're 1-2 now. It didn't let me push it to week 4. I think I'm just going to advance it to week 4, and we're going to play that Washington game instead of this Giants game and let the CPU determine what happens. We'll probably lose, but, But this is something new I wanted to try out. Something new. I'm going to also be making throwback game videos soon. That will also be a series. So I want to kind of test if I can play or have 2 series running currently on the channel. So it's kind of like daily uploads, pretty much. I want to see if I can daily upload for a good amount of time and stuff like that. But enough about talking about the other series that's going to happen. Let's focus on the one we're doing right now, which is, of course, the Falcons rebuild. And I'll be honest, what we need for this team, honestly, we could use one good wide receiver too, because we have what's his name? I can't even think of his name right now. Let's just look at the entire roster here and see what we could use. So obviously, Calvin Ridley is wide receiver 1. Russell Gage could be good. We may not need a wide receiver 2. We developed this guy to something good. Definitely need a new quarterback. I'd preferably like to bring in someone that isn't Mike Davis. So, new running back. We got Kyle Pitts. Improved the offensive line a little bit. It's not horrible right now, but, On the defense, definitely want to get probably our middle linebackers look solid. Our outside linebackers are not there. Maybe get a better cornerback 1 and a better free safety. I mean, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed on this team. But priority number 1 for me is getting a new quarterback. You know where we find new quarterbacks? In the draft. So let's take a look at all the available quarterbacks in the draft here. This guy's predicted to go first round, but he's a second round talent. Wow. Finally, okay. So not a lot of early. Okay, this guy. He's strong arm, 6'6". He's tall. He's got good throw stats. He's got A+. This may be the guy. Let's throw a little bit more points. Another strong arm. Not as good as the first guy. But I'm liking what we're seeing from Jermichael here. I think this may be the guy we go for. His stats look good from what they were showing us. We're just gonna simulate this Giants game because it already happened. I'm recording this the Tuesday after the Eagles and Cowboys, where the Eagles got belted. It was bad. Let's see what the media wants. Coach, your team has struggled out of the gate so far. And when that happens, a lot of blame is usually placed on the quarterback. Who needs to step up? Definitely the quarterback. In this case, Matt Ryan. Beat the football team and have 3+ passing touchdowns with Matt Ryan. By the way, I'm playing on all Madden. I'm going to be playing both sides of the ball. So you get a nice, good game. But let's look at it. Okay, here's what I want to do. We're going to re-sign him. We're going to give him a 5-year deal and up his salary to that. So now we don't even have to worry about a kicker. Okay. A lot of these players I think I'm going to let walk. But I think Aluakon is definitely somebody. He's 26. We keep him for 4 more years. We'll up his salary a bit. He's got good potential. He's already an 80 overall with morale. Why not? And we beat the Giants like the Falcons did in real life. Let's go scout some more college players. Let's go back to the QBs. I want to scout at least like the first 10 QBs. Troy White, scrambler out of Florida. Okay, I said 10. 6 is enough. So let's look at the halfbacks now, because I want a halfback also. Not a deep halfback class here. A lot of second-round guys. This guy looks solid for a second-round pick. This guy's early first-round pick. Okay. Looks like there's some good sleepers, but if I'm looking at this, let's start up Ricky Hall. Wide receivers, let's look at, well, we're not going to look at wide receivers. Let's just go to the overall. Let's see. Outside linebackers is definitely something we want to look at. It's not gonna do it for me. So I'm currently doing a on my own time a Jets rebuild with Zach Wilson. And so I know some things to do. I'm not gonna mess with any of this stuff because it doesn't really help me too much. We're focused on this page right here, where we have our focus players, which is big for us, and then we have our weekly game plan goal. So they're probably gonna score 2 passing touchdowns. So let's make it a goal to us score 2 passing touchdowns at least. Because in this first game you're gonna see, I'm not the best Madden player in the world. I want to make this pretty realistic, I guess. So I'm not going to be using any of my own playbooks. I'm going to be using the Falcons playbooks. I'm going to be using what the coach wants us to run. So that's what we're going to be doing. As our new signee just gets a new upgrade. I don't know about this guy. Just toss power rush right now. So definitely some key things we want to get down here. With our staff, we're gonna mainly be upping our own coach here, and we want to get down to this right here, the extra focus player, which is actually pretty big. We are going. Can we? Oh, we can. Okay. So I at least prioritize offense over defense when it comes to Madden. That's just me, though. We're going to select all our goals for the gameplay. So in the future episodes, it definitely will not be this long of me just talking and explaining stuff. We're 10 minutes in and you don't have a game to watch right now. So I want to make sure we get into a game here shortly. So what I'm doing one game per episode. Full game. And I do not have a next-gen console because those things are still impossible to get. So that's that. So I'm definitely going to be doing this first one is kind of not going to be too edited too much. I want to keep this raw. But with the future episodes, I'm definitely cutting all the loading screens, all that stuff, all this intro and stuff, so we get straight to the game. But here we go.
It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay.
2-1 and 2 teams.
I was looking at something, so I completely messed up the kick.
In week 4. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field
position. But we're going to ignore that. We're just gonna play our game.
Coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just
we're gonna run some zone.
Right, does it? Plus, you're giving
this
up
looks like it's gonna be a run, so I'm gonna blitz, press up, and use of the safety.
Off the play fake. Oh, he's gonna take a shot right away. Okay. It's caught inside the 25.
It definitely was not a run.
Inside the Atlanta 20. It would appear these guys aren't fooling around. A big play.
They definitely
last night at our meeting,
are ready for
blitzes. You
blitzes.
thought that they would test the secondary early, but I don't know if you meant it on the second play of the game. I thought you meant as we get into it
Gibson.
a little bit, they decided to just come right out swinging.
And we have an injured player already.
Get him inside the 15 down to the 14.
At least he's walking off the field on his own. But,
the numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 14
this
carries,
Washington team,
56 yards.
they're a quarterback away from being a contender. As they do a screen pass, of course I miss. They're breaking tackles.
Touchdown Washington. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
And he has an abdominal tear. Nice. So our middle linebacker, our user, or I think that was our free safety actually,
because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback,
is out for weeks. So
perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is.
I don't know what more I can do about that.
Has to form in front to get him downfield
but
for the touchdown.
That's quite disappointing. We got Cordell Patterson.
Cordell Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the
on the
end zone.
return. There was a lane, not too big of a lane.
Here, right at the 30-yard line. And the Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about
the focus of our offense is definitely going to be Kyle
into an
Pitts.
up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not.
On the ball.
Just settle in. Get calm.
Let's see how good our run blocking is.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Our center just got bullied by Jonathan Allen. He got absolutely bullied.
Ryan. High throw, but he
In Kyle Pitts, we trust.
He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
He is definitely
the
player with the most potential on our team.
8 catches, 100.
So we're going to feature him a lot.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down.
And I hit the wrong button.
I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in
But we're still getting contact catches, so that's good. Run the ball again.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Ryan going to give this to Davis.
Can we, like, we can't even block anybody. Can we block somebody? Like, can I get some sort of yards?
From the gun, it's Ryan.
Wide was wide open that whole time. But I was looking for something deeper. And it's 4th down.
Get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
We're not going to be a maniac and go for it. We're just going to punt.
4 times as this one's away.
Grab the football.
Let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
Definitely
looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the
not liking
touchdown
this
on the
so
first
far.
drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember
maybe I should stop blitzing so much.
In our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about
we
what
gotta
it would be
blitz
like
here, right?
to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Right, shift to the right.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson.
That better be holding on the offense. We definitely gonna need it.
Now there's also a flag to go with it.
We definitely gonna need. Yep, we take those. We take those all day of the week.
From that left tackle position.
We're gonna make Kyle Allen beat us in the air.
Liberalize the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little
Good blitz. Good blitz call. That's all I can say about that.
That'll be incomplete.
We're gonna run the man-to-man coverage here.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd
and
down.
hope that, because what I noticed about the CPU in this game, they throw a lot of everything in the middle.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
But of course, as I'm saying that, we can't stop it.
21 yards.
I mean, I don't even know.
Now Allen.
We have everything covered there. That's good defense.
Get there for the Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
They want to blitz.
If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help.
I'm missing tackles.
Right now,
What's
the
new?
quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. And I like the idea here. Get the ball
3 wide receiver set. We're not going to go mid blitz. But we're going to assume that they're going to pass the ball here. Which is correct. I'm on the under. Get a sack.
He'll check that down to Gibson.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he'll go out of bounds. It looks like right at the 40.
Speaking about Gibson, man, I have him on my fantasy team. He hasn't done jack.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got
they're using McKissick more than him. It doesn't make any sense for the passing sense. It's like
and the Falcons will be taking over.
Gibson was a wide receiver in college. It's not like he can't catch the ball.
Set to see the Falcons offense,
but y'all are using him like he can't catch the ball.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
Tripping up on my own players, man.
If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start
my fantasy team sucks. I drafted Rodgers. He got me 1 point in week 1.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Like, they just need.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And they will stop him after a fairly.
We can't get anything going in the run game. We're just.
Leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's gonna have to be passing.
From the shotgun, Ryan.
In the middle, boom, laser. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. Well timed there, and now 4th down. That looks like
and that was 4th
possessions now to start this football.
Did he not catch the football? He dropped the football.
Game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week.
I mean, you're a superstar receiver, and you're dropping the football.
Get back to what works.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
28. Escapes the defender.
And we can't seem to tackle nobody either.
And it will be Washington
I just don't understand. I don't understand.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away,
Get the
whether
tackle,
it's through the
man.
air or on the ground. Now
We can't give Kyle Allen time or the receivers will get open, so we kind of just have to blitz.
Hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy.
We get play action. We get a sack instantly.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Gibson's stealing us. He's averaging 8 yards per carry.
A good gain again. That's now 31
We have to be better. I mean, we have to get pressure. It's the end of the first quarter, thankfully. I mean, we're not playing horribly, but we definitely could be playing better.
Back-to-back
That's for sure.
have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, right back.
Meet him in the middle, man. Meet him in the middle. That's what we needed.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed.
We're going to assume that it's going to be an inside pass. So we're going to... Oh, yeah. Meet him in the middle, but he's going to break the tackle. But we come back with another hit stick with Harris.
A gain of 2 there on the heels.
Wide receiver, we're going to go Tampa 2 defense. Pass. Guess pass, which it obviously is. And it's incomplete because the CPU is down. They said that was a complete pass. He had a foot out of bounds. They're gonna kick their field goal and they're gonna move on with that. We're down 10-0.
So a nice kick.
Nothing to show for it. Got them to punt once. We've punted a lot.
You're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
We can't get anything going here.
We'll
try running the ball again.
The Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all.
There's just no blocks are holding up.
Everyone talks about converting on 3rd down.
Yeah, what? As a -1 yards per carry, we're gonna do slants. Hopefully get something going here.
What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
He's catching it.
Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
At least he's going to catch it. I don't know why Calvin Ridley did not catch the open slant when he already had the ball in his hand. B is open. We got a lane. We're getting yards. And then we have an injury.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense
but we're getting momentum here. We're picking up momentum.
Now a handoff to Davis.
Davis finally gets a rush off for more than 5 yards.
11 more on
We're another injury. That's not good for us. It's definitely not good for us.
From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina, and now here with the Atlanta Falcons.
Calvin Ridley, good catch. We're gonna no-huddle this.
And he couldn't quite get there.
I forgot I have an empty backfield set. We're gonna snap it.
Here's Ryan. Another nice gain. That's
I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing there.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up.
We're going to try to run the ball.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd.
He's got inside stuff, but I see Gage is wide open, so we're gonna max protect, and we're just gonna throw Gage real fast.
Now Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William.
We're gonna go outside then.
This Washington defense,
they're all prepared for inside rushes. We're going outside.
Now 3rd and goal. Davis. And he'll take it into
touchdown. I don't know how we did it, but we did.
Mike Davis.
We got some points on the board.
His first touchdown on the year. And
got some points on the board.
draw a bit closer. So
Woo!
the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's
If we didn't score those points there, I don't know what we're going to do, to be honest with you.
The defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
That was definitely big for us.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed
Let's see if we can get a defensive stop.
Kind of reminds me of one of those
Good stop on the run. Good stop on the run. We needed that. That's big. That's big. Go contain. Man to man. You know, guess that we're passing.
And that's not easily done because you know all the defense.
They weren't passing, but big tackle. Big tackle. We're holding them here. We're holding them here. Big tackle by Grant.
Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
All right, now they gotta pass. They gotta pass.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Get him. Let's go. Big sack. Copeland with a sack that's huge. We get the ball back.
Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
This is big. This is big for us. Go pick up a block, 32.
On the return is Williams.
All right.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
Whew.
And the offense will take over.
We're on.
Set of downs.
We're on our own side of the field.
Now come up
I don't like. We're gonna flip there.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin with a run by Davis.
Oh, we got a lane.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll
We're making stuff
happen
happen now. We're making stuff happen now.
Here's Ryan to throw. Being chased out
Nothing is open, man. Nothing is open.
Downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ryan. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
There goes me getting excited for us actually getting
and it's going to be 4th and long.
A stop on defense, and then we get sacked a couple times.
Here in this first half as he gets it away.
Get him down there. Just get him down.
Out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
I'm setting blitz heavy off of the left side here, so I got to get over here quick.
They really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
They think we should blitz, so we're going to blitz. We're going to press.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for.
I'm going to use our Grant here.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
Just get there a little bit faster. We're blitzing. I don't even know how many guys we're blitzing. We're blitzing enough guys. I think this is Dante Fowler.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Quick pass outside.
Left side and he's got a man. That's Sims. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
We're gonna go to a pass defense.
As we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan
Pass.
Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress.
He just bullied me off the ball. Is Logan Thomas? Is that who the tight end is?
Falcons 42. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Allen again.
I seen it too late, but I good recovery by me.
Contain him to just 4. 2nd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball.
I mean, shoot, they are just driving. They're driving on us.
Make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offensive coordinators love to call plays and send receivers into
Get them down, man. Get them down. This tight end has been terrorizing us. They keep passing him the ball. He keeps getting open.
First of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Allen now on 1st down. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. Now
Adam
Washington going to
Humphrey.
use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go.
They're in a
the
2
first
tight end
half.
set. We're going to blitz. We're going to blitz. Let's see. Come on.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen.
We forced an incompletion. That's as good as we're going to get for right now. We just need to keep holding them to 3 here. Keep it a 1-score game.
Allen to throw once more.
Oh my.
Complete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one.
Almost had ourselves a nice user interception in the first episode, which would have been huge. Oh my God. Oh, we could have blocked field goals too.
It's 13-7.
We need to capitalize on these opportunities, man. I don't know. Oh man, that sucks.
So far, he's 2 for 2.
All right.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them.
Still a 1-score game.
Late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
On the return, here's the dangerous quarterback Patterson. And he's up across the 25.
Got 38 seconds, 3 timeouts. We should be able to get some points out of this.
The Atlanta
Unless I completely just blunder it and miss a lot of people who are open.
Enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Go up there and get it, man. Go up there and get it.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again.
Look around. I'm thinking Patterson on the low.
Gun. It's Ryan.
I get sacked.
He can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Just no huddle it.
Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Let's see. We're looking around. Block our running back.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Flushed out
Nobody's
right.
open, man.
And he wisely will throw that one away. So we have come upon half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup.
We get the ball at half, which is good. It would have been big if we got some points there at the end, but we didn't. So what are you going to do about it?
Underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Maybe we try to run the ball again.
Set to begin their next
See if we can run the ball
Falcons
again.
offense at the line. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something.
I need 66 to don't let him pull. Don't let him pull towards the hole. Give me space to run. Please.
To bring some life to your sideline.
Like, someone block.
2nd and 11 now. Ryan.
He's open. Catch that ball. Catch that ball.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Man.
Ryan.
They're blitzing, and
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Bostic. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
You know, we're going to run the ball. I take that back. We're not going to run the ball.
After the sack on 1st down, Ryan.
A is open. Secure catch.
That's caught
So I'm
left
sorry.
side.
That's money. That's money right there. That's money.
To the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 17.
Let's run away
Set
from
up
Jonathan
better now
Allen.
for 3rd down. Davis. He'll try
There we
to
go.
run
1st
for
down. 1st down.
He will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
We'll take those. We'll take 1st downs all day, every day. Come on. Going 5 wide here.
Now Ryan on 1st down.
No one's open.
Buying time to his
Up the
left.
field. And then I throw an
Across his
interception.
body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And the return
That's no one's fault but my own. We're driving up the field, and I throw a stupid pass. I mean,
set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their
it's
defense
just disappointing.
helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense
Now we have
follow
to-
through points on their first possession?
we have to try to hold the
because after the work
football
defense
team.
is done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
An interception would be
It's
huge.
Allen.
Someone sack him, please. He's got all the time in the world. Where is our rushers?
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Where was our rushers? What happened? We had 4 rushers. And he's sitting there. He's sitting there. He's sitting there. Like,
About the guy who paid off the play.
what more can we do? What more can we do?
About the elements that go into making a big play.
Do I have to go get the QB myself?
Scan the field. Pocket held up.
Touchdown. It's complete. Adam Humphries. His first touchdown.
We're getting burnt up by Humphries. That's not even like their best receiver. I'm playing the safety for the slant.
The big play to get him down close,
and no one's guarding Nate. No one's guarding
first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Just disappointing.
And able to get this out to the 25.
I throw an interception, and they go and score.
Offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning. The
76. Did he even block? Did he even block?
Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here.
I had a second and a half.
Handoff running left is Davis. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
I had a second and a half to do something.
Back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
Come on. 3rd down.
Now it's Ryan.
B right in the middle. And
going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense?
We're down 2 scores. I don't care that we're on our own side of the field. We need to get a first down.
Go for it on 4th down and 9.
Open.
Going on 4th down.
Hold on to the football. Hold on to the football. Hold on to the football.
So certainly an interesting call there.
You're open, you got steps, and you can't hold on to the football.
In great field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Sack him, please. I'm blitzing myself to get up there and get him.
Back at the 31. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
That'll put him at 77
yards watch. Adam Humphries. If they're not running, Adam Humphries is going to get open.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Nope, it's Logan Thomas. It's Logan Thomas, Adam Humphries. They combined for at least 15 of Kyle Allen's receptions.
It's a gain of 9 yards.
And now they're in a 3 tight end set. We're gonna blitz. We always blitz. Inside coverage. Someone get to him. We're not. Oh, we are. But they got a first down.
At the 3-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Why is Humphries being guarded like this?
Get production from the lead horse. That would help.
What the hell do I know? He was playing him correctly. He knew the route before I did.
Second touchdown of the afternoon, and Washington is able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors.
Booth review.
That's his second touchdown catch.
They're just going to keep it. I mean, the CPU helps the CPU. I mean, I don't know what you expect.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
It's just bad, man. It's just bad.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I can't play defense. This looks like a blitz.
And last time this unit was out here,
blitz.
Costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
We'll see if
I don't know how we got past the line of scrimmage with that,
This
but
will
we
be
did.
Falcons first down as the
Maybe
tackle made
Cordell
at the
Patterson
35-yard line.
should be the running back over Mike
It's a
Davis.
10-yard pickup, and that's
Just
enough
maybe.
to move the chains. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
What am I supposed to do?
Here's Ryan. Flush to
Rolling
his
out.
right.
It's just
And he'll just
nothing's
get rid of
open.
it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out,
Why?
they're fine with
Matt
that.
Ryan. Matt Ryan, make the throw. Make the throw. Make the throw. It's wide open. It's wide open, and you missed the throw.
The coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He missed the same throw twice.
My goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And Washington will take control
How?
of the ball in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it,
I
with
mean,
this
honestly,
deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't.
This
They
ain't
had
good.
to go and try and
This
make
is
something
not
happen
good.
if they had any chance of winning this
Not
game.
good at all.
On first down, Allen.
We're getting dotted up everywhere.
And he'll be taken
We can't
down
stop
at
them.
the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Gibson.
Go get him. Go get him.
And he goes backwards on this
None of
one.
that.
Losing
I don't need
to
to
the
celebrate
7.
after every play,
Play
bro.
the drive
We're
not
down by
successful. They go backwards
20
after
points.
those 2 first down gains.
21 points. What are we celebrating for?
On 2nd and goal. Allen under pressure.
Good
Down
sack.
he goes.
I mean,
Sacked at the 10.
We'll
Grady
take sacks.
Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
they're passing again.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Oh, there's
Stop
that
him.
man again. It's
Stop
Grady.
him. Humphries did an invisible slide through my guy.
Adam
An invisible
Humphries.
slide. An invisible spin.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving.
I'm ready to
up his
run
right.
this
Seems
clock
like
out.
everything he
Just run the
throws is gonna
clock
be a
out.
completion and going in the end zone.
This game is a wash. We're gonna need to come back better in the next game.
Bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the.
We're gonna shoot. I'm gonna toss 2 clocks on and just talk about what we need to do better for the next game.
Offense out there for their next drive. And last time
defense.
out, on 4th down, turned it
Defense
over,
was
gave it great
horrible.
field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charlie.
We actually get a rushing play. We need better running. We can't be averaging 3.9 a rush. That just can't happen.
I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
We need to be better
also
there.
showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
I mean, we're getting dotted up by Kyle Allen and Adam Humphries. What are we gonna do?
Patterson on the draw
Like, I need somebody to hold box.
Close to about the 45. The second
I
down
need our
play, not
receivers to
much better
catch
than first,
the
just a
ball.
gain of 1
We've
there.
had 2 drops that could have guaranteed us a first down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is gonna have
I need to make a better
Falcons' first down
decision.
as they're able to
I
get
mean,
the
when I threw
third
that
down
interception, I
conversion.
kind of just tossed it up there. Hope something happens.
They move the chains. In Washington territory
More methodical
now.
drives.
First and 10 at the 43.
It looks like I'm putting up a good drive here. Maybe I need to re-watch this video as film to see what I'm doing here.
I mean, this size,
I'm just running. I'm running the football and we're getting yards.
I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'm trying to think about what we could have done.
What'll be a 3rd and 4. Now Ryan.
Kyle Pitts is open in the end zone. We'll take those. Matt Ryan missed 2 check down throws. He missed 2 check down throws. That's why we need a new QB. A booth review. Yeah, I know it was good. We got some points.
So they called it a touchdown originally.
I don't have anybody to replace Matt Ryan right now.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Maybe we're looking free agency. See if we can get a QB.
Touchdown. Here's Koo.
I don't want to trade for a QB. Teams are not going to trade QBs, actually.
He'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Maybe we need to play a slower offense. Maybe I was going too fast. Maybe I blitzed too much. It's all stuff we'll have figured out.
This is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive.
Right.
And now off to the races down the right side. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
Okay.
Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
It would have been nice for them to run out the clock, but they decided to score a touchdown.
Just gets through it. How about the explosiveness, the burst?
You gotta just sit yourself down on those ones, Gibson.
Good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
But so yeah, I think thinking about the game, doing a quick reflect.
That's a tough one to
Too many blitzes.
Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start.
Not enough mixing up the offense.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
I gotta run the ball more.
With that field position,
mix it up.
Wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
That bull pass felt like a lob.
Complete, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Try to run the ball here.
Ryan now handing to Davis.
67 got up the field to the 2nd layer,
and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
but it wasn't enough. They had inside stuff.
Nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there.
We're 3rd and 4.
So it's Falcon.
We should be able to squeeze this outside, but they're probably all going to shift right and not giving me any room like they just did.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall.
You know what? I'm not going to punt the ball. It's too late to punt the ball. What kind of I need to get a 1st down though.
It's Ryan on 4th down.
1st down, but they're not going to give him the 1st down for that.
This is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such
just run the ball. Just run the ball out.
Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Wow. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside.
I'm not going to call timeouts. Just get us out of this game.
Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up losing.
And they're still celebrating. they're still celebrating big hits when we're down by three plus touchdowns. Did they really just call a play right at the 0?
Stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. But Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win.
Well, that was episode 1 of the Falcons franchise. I gotta play better next time. This can't be a series of me getting blown out. You see the post-game stats. They won an average yards per play 10 yards.
Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
It was just a bad game for us.
So for Washington, it'll be a 500.
I'll definitely come back next episode better, playing better. That's all I gotta say about that. But
they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll be back home next week.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share the video, comment.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank
but till next time, peace.
This is the NFL.